morning, dear students. Welcome back to our English literature class. So children, last week we have studied lesson number 8, chips. And today we are going to study our first poem of second term. The name of the poem is How the Little Kite Learned to Fly by Kite. So this is a very inspiring poem. Children, have you ever seen kite? Yes, children used to fly kites, especially in winter season. See here, there is the picture of the kite. So here, this poem is based on two kites, small kites and the big kite. So small kite stands for the people who always fear to attempt the new thing. They are always afraid of falling, that if they are not able to success, they will feel ashamed. And the big kite stands for the people who always encourage and advises these small people to how to overcome these problems. So children, before starting the explanation of this poem, let me ask you some questions. When you were too young, when you have started walking, when you have started eating, again and again you tried. The child used to stand, then fall down, then again he stands. Like this, we should always try and try. When you have started first time riding the bicycle, many times you fell down, but still you did not lose your hope. Again you stand up and tried. So here also, in this poem, the big kite is encouraging the small kite to try and try again and again, and by trying only you will come to your success. So children, let's read and recite the poem and try to understand it. Students, in this first stanza, now let's go through the poem line by line to understand the real inspiration that boosts us to go our way. The poem How the Little Kite Learned to Fly starts with a line, I never can do it, the little kite said. The very first line shows a feeling of great fear of failure, a fear that stopping to try and creating a hurdle in the attempt. Now, it is a normal thing that when we find people around us who have reached great height of success and we are just lagging far behind them, then we automatically get depressed. We won't try to able to reach up to them, and so we even think of leaving to try to do something. In the same way here, in the first line of the poem, we see that a little kite is saying, I never can do it, the little kite said. As he looked at the others high over his head, the little kite is lying on the ground, and when he sees above, he finds a number of kites flying over his head, and he says in a very fearful way that he can never do it. He says, I can never reach up to the height of the sky. I know I should fall if I tried to fly. The little kite says that he will fall down if he tried to fly. That means this shows his utter fear of flying or trying to fly because he is frightened that he will fall down. That means before he make his attempt to fly, he gives up saying that he would fall. Try, said the big kite. Only try. So there is also a big kite with a small kite who was trying to encourage the small kite to fly. And he says to the small kite, try, only try. He is just trying to encourage the small kite and telling him to fly, to try. Or I fear you never will learn at all. The big kite here has a different kind of fear. He says to the small kite that if you never try to fly, I fear that you will never learn at all. This line shows that if we do not make an attempt in our life, if we do not make any attempt to do something, then we will never be able to achieve our goal. But the little kite said, I am afraid I'll fall. That means here the little kite is in a great fear. He is so fearful of falling down. Before he has not made any attempt, and he says, I am afraid I will fall. The big kite nodded. Ah, well, goodbye. Now, after trying to encourage the small kite, the big kite says that now he is leaving the small kite and going off into the sky and says goodbye. I am off, and he rose towards the tranquil sky. Tranquil means quiet and calm. And by saying goodbye, the big kite left the small kite to itself on the ground, and he himself rose high up into the calm and peaceful sky where the other kites were flying. Now, as the big kite rose into the tranquil sky, the little kite thought of trying to himself. When he finds no one around himself, he feels a little bit encouraged. The fear in him has now gone away little bit, and he says that he should try to see that he can fly high or not. Then the little kite's paper stirred at the sight, and trembling he shook himself free for flight. These two lines says that though the little kite had the fear of falling down, yet when he sees the other kite flying high up into the sky, when he finds the big kite leaving him and going up high into the sky, he gets a little bit self-encouragement, and with a fearful heart he shook himself. He made himself a little bit relaxed to fly into the sky. First whirling and frightened, then braver grown. So for the first time when he tried to fly, instead of going right up into the air, he moved round and round. Whirling means moving round and round. So he moved round and round, and this moving shows the fear that is in his heart. Then braver grown. Then he feels that he could go round and round into the air without falling down. A little bit of strength comes into his heart, and he grows a little bit braver. Up he rose, though the air alone. And then, when he finds that he could whirl round and round into the air, he feels that he can even rise up, and he rises up and up into the air alone. Till the big kite, looking down, could see the little one rising steadily. And when he is rising up into the air, the big kite that has already left it and gone high up into the sky, looking down to find that the little kite is rising steadily into the air. Then how the little kite thrilled with pride as he sailed with the big kite side by side. Now, when the little kite tried to fly into the sky, he succeeded, and it reached to the place where the big kite was, and he sailed with the big kite into the sky, and he felt so thrilled and he felt so happy because he had tried, and after trying he had been successful in going up into the sky. So this success makes him thrilled with pride, and he sails happily side by side with a big kite. While far below he could see the ground and the boys like small spots moving round. These two lines tells us that while the small kite was not encouraged and he was frightened to fly up, he did not even try as long as the big kite was with him. While far below he could see the ground and the boys like small spots moving round. Now, when he has left the ground and fly up into the sky, what then he find? The boys were looking like a small spots. That means success has taken the small kite high into the sky, and from there he also find that the people who were left behind looks like spots moving around. They rested high in the quiet air. Now the small kite with other kites rested in the quiet air means that it has reached to its destination high up into the sky, and now he is resting with the other kites. That means it is flying with the other kites into the air. And only the birds and clouds were there. The birds and the clouds were referred here to the people who have reached to a certain point of success in their life. And the small kite has also joined with them, so he is very happy to be in the air, in the sky. And now the birds and clouds, they both are the symbol of success. And who are the symbols? The people who had tried to achieve the goal, who had tried to make an attempt to move forward the goal with those people which this small kite is there. Oh, how happy I am, the little kite cried. When the little kite find himself up into the air with the other kite flying among the clouds and birds, so he feels very happy. The happiness that the success has given to him, the happiness that encouragement given to him, the happiness that he achieved, and he found himself to be successful in his attempt. And all because I was brave and tried. This shows that if we are self-motivated in life, if we do not fear from those people who had already reached to the height of success, and we try to move our own way, we try to go on the way of our own destination, success will surely come to our, and when we'll reach to our point of success, we will be very happy, and all this will be the result of our attempt that we had done to reach our goal, to reach our destination. So now children, hope you have understood the poem Kite. Read it twice at least and go through all the tough words, difficult words given in your book, like tranquil, then stirred, whirling, thrilled with pride. Learn these word meanings, and I will send you the PDF of question answers and exercise. Note down in your English second copy and learn it. And learn 10 lines of the poem with the correct spelling and punctuation marks. Thank you.